it is interesting. I would add this thought that the Word of God was to good Jewish minded folks, including John, the author of the Gospel of John, would have been actually God's own internal word, his personal word, but not a person called the Word. So to test out this idea, is John 1 talking about a person called the Word? Simply go back and actually check out the Old Testament scriptures and begin to look at the word back there and see how many times that it actually refers to a person called the Word. You might have a personification in a case or two, but those are obvious. The Word goes forth out of God's mouth, and it does his will, and it comes back to him. And so, but this is obviously God's own personal word, but not a person called the Word who's with God in that sense. God's own personal word is with him. It is him in a sense. So I think to me, if you begin to look in the Old Testament scriptures where this person called the Word was supposedly at, that person called the Word is markedly absent. And probably you can find the use of the word in the Old Testament probably, I don't know, check it out, but maybe 400 times or more. Not one of those times is it really a person called the Word. And over again, our translators are back there not capitalizing Word. They don't have the character to the consistency to say, well, yeah, but in John 1:1 it really should be capitalized because it's a separate person. But 400 chances in the Old Testament, and they don't do it. So I think it's actually, the problem is that we have a Greek mindset with regard to Logos, which set in on post-biblical Gentile Christians after the New Testament was written and developed. And as they came on, they gave this a twist, a turn, where that the Word was something separate from God himself, the Father himself. But that would not have been the Jewish perspective. It was not indeed John's perspective. John the Jew wrote the book of John, and as well as the letters, I think. And so, but his perspective is clear. The Word is not another person. It is God's own word, his own work, his own will, his own plan. And yes, it's manifested. And eventually, in God's time, it becomes flesh and is made known to us in the person of Jesus Christ. And I think that's wonderful, and it's amazing. And by the way, this, just to mention about our oneness folks, our oneness friends, it gets very confusing for them on John 1. Is Jesus supposedly, is this one of the times he's God in John 1:1? It says so, we don't know what to do with that. Or is this one of those times that he's foreknown, but not actually literally God? And actually, the truth is, a lot of times oneness folks don't quite know what to do about that. They don't know what to do with John 1. It's not as clear to them as maybe they wish it would be. So